What's going on, guys? We have Pro Duelist Dylan Fox here. What are you going to show us today, Fox?
So this is my Sweet Edison deck.
Your Sweet Edison deck?
Yeah, I fallen in love with Edison format recently. This is like a Diva hero zombie deck. I've got some like cards I'm just trying out and having a blast with.
Okay.
But I want to show it to you guys, talk about how sweet Time Wizard is, and you know, building these decks is really inexpensive and a super cool way to like play Yu-Gi-Oh, enjoy it, enjoy collecting, enjoy being able to play tournaments and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys this deck.
All right, let's jump into it.
All right, so obviously, like I said, Diva heroes and zombies. So we're gonna start with Divas. This is a level 2 tuner in the format that's really, really sweet. I play a lot of 4s and 6s, so I get into 6 and 8 synchros with it. If you play any Edison at all, you're pretty familiar with Deep Sea Diva. For the heroes, we have Stratos, Maliciouses, a couple Miracle Fusions, and a Future Fusion.
Ooh.
So this card sends Malicious, which is sweet. It makes absolute 0, which, you know, our water is Diva. You can do some other cool things where you send, like, really try to fuse Elemental Hero Gaia when you send, like, Mizukis and stuff, because, again, I'm playing some zombies. But for the most part, these guys help you make synchros, give you, like, an in-game card in Miracle Fusion, and some, like, auto wins of the Future Fusion.
Ab-Zero is nuts.
Ab-Zero is actually insane. That card is one of the big cards in Edison. I think that card, Wing Blast, and a few others are just, like, what I think of when I think of the format. For the zombie
what
part...
is that, folks?
These are Super Pyramid Turtles.
Super Pyramid
I do.
Turtles?
I have a playset of these, and they're sweet. But
Oh,
we're playing
man.
2 in this deck right now. I want to play Mystic Tomato more, but I know that if I wanted to play another recruiter, I gotta make some concessions somewhere. And I'm playing these freaking turtles, man. It looks so cool. So, 2 turtles, 2 goblin zombies, a zombie master, a Mizuki, a Spirit Reaper, and a Plague Spreader, and 2 Book of Lives. So this card's a Reborn and a Banish. So there's a lot of really cool like graveyard decks, and I think a lot of the more like modern Edison decks, right? I think the thing I like about Edison the most is that there are historic deck lists like the old 2010 decks. But man, we have learned so much as duelists in the last 12 years that the format is nothing what it used to be. There's so much cool there's so many cool things that you can do, and I think the more people discover those, the better the banish effect of this gets. This engine is super cool at making level 6 synchros, floating tuners. You can have some really cool tempo plays with like Goblin Zombie Caius. Floaters are sweet. Yeah, dude, you just make crazy amounts of synchros, do a little bit of damage, and then you can close the game out really easy, which is what I like about it. Now for like the support cards, like the other monsters, 3 Caius and a Dark Arm for like my bombs. These cards are very powerful, can definitely steal a game on their own. Yeah, they're sick. I play 1 Armageddon Knight and 1 Sangan. Just a floater. The floater Armageddon Knight is another card for like my Rhoda, and just a standalone monster that's decent. It's probably one of the worst cards in the deck. I was playing the Teledad, or the Weladad Krebon's deck, and this card was awesome in it. But I kept finding that I wanted another level 4 in this deck, like Grapher or Armageddon Knight, to kind of get some cards moving around. So we're kind of trying it right now. We'll see how it goes. Trag Gores, the 2 like hand trap defensive big bomb cards. Like these cards usually win games when they hit the field and your opponent plays into them. Like if they don't get hit with Gores or Trag, they usually lose to Gores or Trag. So the cards are sick. We have for other spells Rhoda, which gets Stratos or Armageddon Knight. We have a Foolish Burial, which is a little less powerful in this deck, but I like the copy that I have. And again, like the Edison decks, I'm not as like serious with my Edison decks as I am like my normal tournament decks. So I have some card choices that are just sweet. Brain Control. I think I want to add a Mind Control to the deck somehow. I just got to find space for it. Burial is really good with the zombie engine. You can do some cool stuff with like Dark Arm. Like I used it to put 3 Dark Arm bullets in the graveyard earlier. Pretty sweet. The back row removal in MST Heavy. I think that traditional Edison decks play more back row than like the modern Edison decks do, but a lot of our guys that are local just play traditional Edison decks, so I definitely want to keep these in. For my traps, I'm playing Reckless Greed in this deck.
Okay.
I was playing Upstart, but I kind of ran out of space because I wanted to fit more cool cards. But the zombie cards, if you have cards in hand, like you just win every single time you go off. So Reckless Greed gives you more cards to like this critical mass of cards to start popping off. I've had some pretty sweet Hail Marys with it too, where I just flip a Reckless and all right, stay alive. We'll draw 3 cards next turn and hope drawing 3 can break your board or something. You know, and I'm playing all these bombs like the Miracle Fusions. I have the zombie package. You know, I have like these ways to actually deal a lot of damage. So, you know, having excess cards is sick. You have your cards to discard for your Bryos and your Zombie Masters and stack for your Plague Spreaders, but you still have your bombs to like keep playing through boards and stick big fatties. Call the Haunted, Mirror Force, Return, and does shoot 'em other traps. I have a strong lack of defensive cards. I find that people stick stuff to the board and you can pretty much out it about always with one of your synchros or your dad or something. Or even just using the battle phase Caius. So I don't worry about those. I'm just trying to all gas, put some dudes on the field, make some plays, and keep the OP ones. So as the main deck, it's 40 cards, and my extra deck needs some improvement. I haven't got all the cards for it yet, but the cards I make all the time are 2 Absolute Zero, Stardust, a Darkened, Yugioh, Hades, Bryanak. I make these most of my games. Then I have like the less used ones in Thought Ruler, Doom Kaiser, Ancient Fairy. We have a Black Rose Dragon and a Catastor. I've made the Black Rose a couple times, but everything else is pretty lacking. Thought Ruler comes up more of all these.
I love Doom Kaiser when your opponent has a place in the grave and it's just like gone combo, bro.
Oh, bro, you already know. I'm trying to play the mirror match and just dunk on him.
When I play this deck and I see my opponent mill or like a Lightsworn mill a place spinner, I'm like,
let's go.
Let's go. You better use that this turn, baby.
This definitely should be Colossal Fighter. I just don't know where my Colossal Fighter is. And then I have Gaia and the Chimera Tech. And these usually only come up with like weird Stratos, Absolute, Cinemazuki line to Zombie and Pop Off using Absolute or Feature Fusion as a Foolish Burial. And I side Cyber Dragon. So I'm not gonna show my side deck today because it's really just 13 teched out cards from my local. But that's the main deck and extra deck. Like I said, these decks are pretty sweet. All kinds of affordable strategies. I think more people should just have an Edison deck to throw around in their backpack.
Facts.
I think it hurts nothing. You could trade one planet you pull from your booster packs, crushing your locals to get a whole other format unlocked. And the brewing, the deck building, it's limitless. And the card pool is limited, right? So it gets to a point where you don't have to buy anything else. Right, you can buy a new deck or buy some cool techs that you saw someone do well with, but it gets they're not releasing new stuff. When a set comes out, you don't need to get new cards, and for that, I think
you get a pool of cards and you can play any deck basically.
Yeah, dude, you can be in between formats and just keep playing Edison, right? Like if you're not into the tier 0 format, you can shuffle up some 2010 cards and synchro summon and tribute summon Caiuses and Rises and all kinds of crazy sweet stuff.
Don't forget, there's bad decks of old formats too.
Oh, dude, yeah, you would not believe the amount of weird, janky Edison decks that are totally playable at the card shop, bro. So many cool strats. There's Discords out the wazoo for them, YouTube channels. Just definitely, I would encourage everybody to explore Edison some more.
Fox even got his wife playing Edison.
My girl plays Edison, bro. She got these OTDs survive. Hold up.
Where they at?
I'll show y'all what she got in her deck. I hate to hit the tangent, but I knew exactly where they're at. Woo. Let's see.
What does she play in Edison?
Survivor.
Survivor?
Yeah, well.
Do we need a Kayla Edison deck profile?
If this video gets some likes, boy, I can get her down here talking about her Edison deck.
How many likes you need?
Something simple, like 25 likes.
25 likes on this video for Kayla to do an Edison deck profile.
Yeah, dude, she got some heat in her deck, bro. Heat. Woo! Some heat. He's first edition, boy. He's first edition.
You need to see these in the deck profile, boy.
Oh,
25 likes.
Yeah, already know. 25 likes. We'll make it happen, guys. I'll have her in the goose stew, damn, whipping up something sweet. 26 likes, and we'll put a matchup. Her and I playing.
Gee, 26
likes, boy.
For a husband and wife Edison match on
I'm about to make
channel.
26 YouTube channels.
I already know. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Again, if you guys want to try some Edison, give it a try. Comment below if you currently play Edison on what deck you're playing.